Hello and welcome to Joburg Today. My name is Tumi Hlapo, bringing you the best of what's going down in and around Johannesburg. Joburg's largest urban mountain bike event, Juma 2016, is just around the corner, and Joburg Today spoke to representatives from Hollard and City Parks about this event.
Joburg Today was invited to a media brief on the upcoming Joburg Urban Mountain Bike Adventure. We spoke to Hollard and Joburg City Parks officials who had this to say about the event.
We would love to see this continue for a very long time. We've got big plans. This is the first year we're having a running event the day before the mountain bike event, and we've turned it into an adventure weekend. And we just think that it's a great way for Josie residents to see their city in a new way. So a very important part of the event for us was the fact that the Braamfontein Spruit is being upgraded by a whole bunch of infrastructure that's put in place as a result of the race. And really it's about turning Joburg's green space into something that's usable for everybody. And that's what we're excited about. And that's why it's important for us that City Parks are involved with us.
Initially, it was all about they are wanting permission to use our parks, so to put the route, etc., through our parks. But in that conversation is when we realized that this also falls within that whole thing of the mayor and the city wanting this whole healthy lifestyle and promoting that.
I think if you look, all big cities around the world have these iconic events, and you think of the London Marathon or the Boston Marathon, and I think cycling for Joburg is really important. It's a fantastic means of commuting. We need to stimulate a commuter market, and it's a fantastic way to see more of the city. You know, a 42k run is a long run. 50k's on a bike is quite doable, even if you haven't trained. And I think this event is about celebrating the city. And of course, it also gives the sport of cycling fantastic exposure.
You don't have to be a professional cyclist. You don't have to be really good. You just have to want to take part, and you just have to want to enjoy it. And that then leads to that whole thing of healthy lifestyle and outdoor activity.
Joburg City Park officials hope that this event has a much long-lasting and positive impact on the communities that have access to these parks.
With partnerships such as Hollard and BAM, that enables us then to create those spaces and make them into something that's bigger than what they already are. So it's no longer just a flat piece of grass. There's actually activities that are happening that are going to be good for you, that are going to stimulate your mind, that are going to add to your healthy lifestyle, healthy living, your blood pressure goes down, etc., all of that.
I think it's going to grow. It'll be an annual event. It's going to be a Mardi Gras. Yes, there's a race at the front for some pros, but I think it's about celebrating the city of Johannesburg and celebrating the sport of cycling.
I'm Leroy for Joburg Today.
Like us on Facebook, joburgtoday.tv, and follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today. Still on cycling, from one extreme sporting event to another, we speak to the man responsible for organizing Joburg's downhill races.
It's called the Dustin Radman Invitational, and with me in studio is the man himself, Dustin Radman. How's it going?
Oh, cool. Yourself, eh?
So tell me about the Dustin Radman Invitational. What is that?
It's basically a race for anybody who wants to ride a bike down a hill and have a lot of fun. Yeah, good times.
So how did it come about as an event?
Well, in Gauteng, I'm based in Gauteng, there's not a lot of gravity-orientated cycling. So, like with me doing nationals and provincials around the country, I thought, well, let me give it a shot and do my own race. The first race was small. I didn't do a lot of advertising. We had 23 people. And a lady by the name of Laura Minter said she would be a part of it, and she printed number boards for us, and on those number boards was the Dustin Radman Invitational. And it kind of like just stuck, and there was a ring to it, I guess.
So most of the initial sponsorship was predominantly of people with the same goal, same kind of passion.
I would think so, yeah.
All right. And what's been the response since then?
It's just been taking off. Yeah, it's we're now on just over 80 riders at the event, my last event.
So why the Dustin Radman Invitational? What makes it so unique or different from all the other downhill races?
I'm going to be straightforward. There's no politics. You come and ride your bike and you have fun. That's all it is, and that's why we do it, because we have fun. Basically, you're racing the clock. The fastest man down, girls too, down the hill, you get the top spot. You have a seeding run, which counts for points, and you have your race run, and that determines your ranking. So you get a lift to the top of the hill, and you've got this course plotted out, and you go as fast as you can to get bottom. There's big jumps and rocks and trees to dodge, and you got to stay in between the tape. If you go out the tape, you got to come back in where you exited, otherwise you're disqualified. We don't dope.
But I mean, getting people into such an extreme sport, I'll use the word extreme sport, because that is what it, from the description you gave me, feels like. I mean, how has that been? I mean, have people gravitated towards it easily, or it's been more of coaxing?
I think it's a lot of coaxing going on. They're very intimidated by it, and that's what I'm trying to change their mindset, because they wouldn't try unless you give them a bike and say, just follow me. You don't have to go as fast as me, just follow me. And then they click and they're like, actually, it's not that bad. So it's this whole image they've got, but once they do it, they love it.
How's it? This is Dominic Oliver, and you're watching Joburg Today.
That's all for today. For more, do check out our playlist. From myself, Tumi Nhlapo, and the Joburg Today crew, it's goodbye.